Sorry.
Hello and welcome to Wyverns and Weirdos, a Dungeons and Dragons podcast set in the world of Fierlor. So, before we get started with the episode proper this week, does anyone have any announcements?
I don't have anything new, so as per usual, check us out on all of our socials. Our Instagram would have launched by now.
Yeah.
As our current recording, I haven't launched anything on it yet because I'm waiting until season 2 launch. So, might be out earlier. You guys already know that.
The thing is, we're recording this in October, so...
Yeah. So, links are all below. Check us wherever you need to. And,
this won't come out on the day, but today is the day that it's being recorded. Happy birthday, Mitch.
Yes.
Who would have been in our podcast if it wasn't for
Happy birthday,
a bit of a moment there.
Yeah.
But I don't have Mitch on Facebook and we've never met in person. So happy birthday, Mitch. Sorry for forgetting your birthday.
Yeah.
Yep. Happy belated
You don't
birthday.
get to see this until next year,
Maybe
but
we can
whatever.
get your character...
Yeah.
Maybe we can get your character on as a guest. We have the art and we have the mini.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
my God. Yeah. Let's bully him. Please. Let's
Guest for us, Mitch.
Hopefully we've already bullied you into guesting for us.
Can we
at
have
this point.
both of our guests in, and that way we can just have 2 extra barbarians?
Yeah,
in our party?
please.
Oh,
I want strong
delicious.
He
people.
wasn't a barbarian.
It was a barbarian cross with something. I think.
Did he have
No.
muscles?
No.
Did he have
I won't-
muscles? Is
I
the
won't
question.
say what it was.
I
Were there
remember what it
muscles
was,
present?
but I won't say because that's
He would have been the party tank
Good. We need muscles. We need more muscles. Please, if you have muscles, join
with a bit
guest
of
on our
something else
podcast.
thrown in there. But
Yeah.
Oh,
generally
muscles and a
would
bit
have
of
been
something
the
else.
party
That sounds
tank.
like a good time. Yeah.
I'm just bringing
Anyway.
up the podcast projection to see when this episode is due to release. 13th of January in audio, 20th of January.
someone
on
who I
YouTube.
know, their birthday is on the 13th of January. I think it's either Joe or might be Porsche. So happy birthday to either of you. Neither of you listen to our
Sorcerer's
podcast.
end of January. I
Yeah,
believe.
but Solstice
It's
is
Jordan.
definitely in
Yeah.
January because I'm still trying to recover after New Year's and then I have to go to a party.
Oh, terrible. Wow, you
Wow.
guys and your social lives. Amazing.
Yeah, 20 days, 30 days. Break
We
is
met at Sorsh's 16th? 15th? 14th birthday party.
a very long time ago.
Wait a
Yeah.
second,
wow.
I'm reading this wrong. It is
You
20th
babies.
and 27th. So the day this goes up on YouTube is like a couple of days before Sorcerer's.
Excellent.
Happy
it will
birthday,
also
Sasha.
soon be Rook's birthday.
Yes,
at the
that's
end of
right.
January
She's-
too.
She's ended.
Happy birthday, January
Yes.
babies.
Yeah.
We
Happy
can't
birthday,
do
our
this
special
because
guest,
this
Rook.
will just happen every single episode.
Yeah, it's
so
true.
just preemptively
Happy
for
birthday
every
to all of
episode,
our friends.
happy birthday for whoever's birthday it is the week this
That's
releases.
it. We love you. And my final words, my words before we start is, as always, I would highly recommend investing in Bertie's Elixir. We're looking forward to moving to kind of a loot box arrangement as well for those people that want to like spend their money but they're like too young to have a credit card. Just steal it from your parents. Not related to the kids, so you can stop listening now, but for the adults, just a reminder, because we've had some questions. No, Bertie's Elixir does not work very well as a contraceptive, so please talk to your doctor about the best plan for that. Okay? Because you don't want a lot of little kids running around that you don't know about. Anyway, let's get on with the podcast.
Yeah, that's right. Question though. You know how people can like get those fundraiser boxes with like chocolates and stuff and then sell them out?
yeah.
Does Bertie allow that to buy like a big box of Bertie's Elixir but then resell them? Profits go back to Bertie.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, pyramid schemes, we're all over
Yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, whether this gets cut or not, no idea. You guys will know, and I'll
It
find
won't
out.
It's in the YouTube, not the
It won't get-
podcast.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
but, just had a great idea for a future convention. If
Yeah.
we do get stickers,
Oh,
we
yeah.
could get one of those fundraising boxes, paint it as like Bertie's Elixir, and give out stickers.
I
in
love that idea, and the money goes directly to Bertie. I like that. That's great. That's canon now,
Anyway,
isn't it? Yeah.
That might be something you guys have
happen.
already seen if it happens.
Yeah.
I can't. No, because like con season in Australia is almost over,
no,
isn't it?
Never mind.
No, well, it's
Or is
January, so it'll be starting up
Okay.
again in April.
Yeah.
I am hoping maybe this year to be maybe tabling out in Marga, so we'll see.
I'm hoping 2020 to go to the con.
Yeah, as
Yeah,
am
please
I.
come to the cons. Please come to the cons. It's
Maybe
not just me and Rook. Oh
cosplaying
my
as
god, that would be
Anya,
great.
Possibly
Yes.
as other characters that I have.
Yes, do it. It's very fun. Everyone who's listening,
Yeah.
please cosplay. If you cosplay Wyverns and Weirdos characters, please show us.
Please,
Yes.
please tag
Especially-
hashtag Wyverns and Weirdos, even if you're on TikTok, because
Yeah.
someone has. I wonder who it is. It's me.
Oh,
It's me.
judgment.
But
Judgment.
no, I see cosplays all over TikTok all the time for all different podcasts, and I would freak the fuck
Oh
out.
yeah, so
Sorry,
please
the
do
expletive.
it. Please
if
freak
I
Eddie
saw a
out.
Wyverns and Weirdos one, so
We're explicit rated.
yeah, I
true,
know.
we are.
This is the first time I've
We can do
ever
whatever we
censored
like.
myself.
Like I try not to swear in my voice personally.
Yeah, because people could dox you that way, Darby. They'll be like, haha, hey, hello, Darby's secret employer. I've got a visual, audio proof of Darby doing a swear.
Okay, we need to listen through all of the episodes, find just one time that Darby said fuck, and I'm making that my text tone.
Oh, I'm sure he said it after we'd be
Exclusively
like,
out of spite.
I want to seduce. Please roll for the attractiveness of this horrible creature.
Upload a compilation on YouTube, and if a future employer ever wants to like research
yeah.
you, they'll just look up your name.
Yeah.
And the first thing that pops up is Darby swearing for 10 hours.
Anyway, I'm really
Excellent.
fucking sorry that I swore before. That was a bit of a fuck up of me. Apologies. Shall we start?
Yeah, one
Yeah.
last thing. I don't know how visible it's going to be, but for the people watching on YouTube, which is all the people seeing this bit,
Oh, we love you.
I have a lav on as well as my regular mic because
We're testing things.
Yeah, testing the viability of lavs.
Season 2 magic. Woo.
Yeah.
That's it. It's great.
Also, speaking of weird visual changes, yes, I'm wearing glasses. It's because while you guys can't see it, there's a giant friggin' screen there, and I have had these glasses the entire time we've been recording, and should have been wearing them the whole time. So
I too should
apologies
probably
for
be
the
wearing
visual
glasses, but yeah, it's good. I just assume that I'm not going to be able to read something.
Visual change is just going to be your modus operandi this season.
yeah. Look,
Every episode.
well, maybe not this season.
Yeah.
Actually, probably not this season, considering my projected, and this is a bit of at-home information for you, but my projected testosterone start date is March 2020, so probably definitely not this season, depending on how fast this season goes.
Look, if we can stretch out this season with a lot of rolling for attractiveness, I'm sure we'll get to that before the end of this
But
season.
anyway, the changes won't start until then, aside from, like, dressing changes.
This season, late in this season, so yeah, probably won't kick in until
Season 3 is a season of change.
yeah,
Change
March-
will be the theme that we
March
Yeah.
2020 gets us. I've got.
We'll see. I mean, we managed to
Gets
stretch
us
out a
into,
one
like-
session thing for like 4 sessions.
March,
Yeah.
March
gonna
starts
happen.
roughly in August, which sounds like a weird sentence.
Well, let's get.
My
You know what I'm getting.
We should get on to.
Yeah.
Shall we cut
Yes.
to the intro?
Yeah. Hello and welcome back to Wyverns and Weirdos.
We're all a bit nervous.
Yeah, where we last left off.
Except for Darby, who's delighted.
Where we last left off, well, some sort of assassin came for Bertie in his sleep.
Great.
So, Bertie, roll for initiative.
Oh my god. I'm not confident about this. No.
Should be.
Is it a sexy assassin?
No.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well,
so that's
we don't
a 9.
know that yet, actually.
Well, true. It's a 9 for initiative. So.
All right. So I'm not going to worry about writing down the initiative because there's only 2 of you.
Yeah.
But it's basically just back and forth. It's just who goes first.
Yeah.
And I believe that is actually... You said 9? Did you?
Oh, yeah, 9.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yep.
He got 7, so you go first.
Good.
We know there are he.
Know the gender. Okay.
Okay.
Well, otherwise, yeah. Okay.
I'll do detective work while you're fighting.
Yeah, thanks. Cool. So I've just been like slashed over like the neck, So.
Yeah, so basically, as you woke up, you were essentially able to move your head away,
get slashed,
but still still damage, but not enough to outright kill you.
Well, he's bleeding a bit. Let's say that. Excellent. Okay. So I guess first is like, hey, who are you? We can talk about this. And he's gonna try and I don't know, get back, defend, I suppose.
All right.
Get away from this individual. I don't know, scrambling away. I imagine it's difficult.
So
he's just woken up out of bed.
Are you going to use your action to disengage?
Yes.
Yes. So that's your entire turn is to disengage
so
and get away from him.
roll away.
You technically have a bonus action if you want to do something with it.
Yeah, okay. He's gonna and I don't know. He's gonna cure himself a little bit with oh god, which one?
It would be healing word.
The talking one, yeah, healing word.
Because that's
great.
the bonus action one.
Cool. Can I borrow someone's D4? I've lost mine. Thank you. Oh my god.
Sorry.
Plus your wisdom.
Yeah, so he heals himself for 4 hit points. That's
something.
fine. That's something. Okay. And yeah, he's like, hey, we can talk about this. I can make a deal. There's no need for all that. That's what he says. Because that's a vine length, so that's definitely 6 seconds.
Yeah. All right. So he goes up to you and he makes an attack with his short sword first. Oh wow, that is a lot of attacks. I didn't realize how
Is
fast
it Darby?
Yeah.
Is it?
Roll the DM.
So,
yeah.
Thankfully, he's got nothing to gain sneak attack from, though.
That's good. That's a bonus.
At this stage, anyway.
At this stage,
unless he can inflict something on you. But the first one is a 17 to hit.
That does hit. Yep.
All right, and the second one with the short sword is that's 24. That's gonna hit.
Great.
So, from the short swords, that is 15 points of damage. And
Not yet.
the other 2 attacks with his rapier. That's a natural 1 and
Good.
a natural 3, which comes to 11.
11 to hit? No, that doesn't hit.
All right. Now, you don't sleep in your armor, do you?
Nope.
But you do have a bonus to dex, don't you?
I assume so.
What is your dexterity bonus?
My dex bonus is +2.
Okay, so your AC is 12 at the moment.
Cool.
So that's still,
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That is nightshirt right now. All right.
It is your go.
Cool. He's like, okay, no talking, that's fine, and okay, he's gonna use his sexy spell So he is going to like clap his hands together. Feel a little bit sorry for anyone within a 20-foot radius, and
This is a big room. This is like,
yeah, cool. He doesn't feel sorry at all. Then.
Yeah, your bed is a
Yeah,
20-foot
it's true.
radius.
not quite, but like
So he like claps his hands together,
Yeah.
twists his hands around to like some symbol, and then opens it up, and it like makes a doorway that like expands across like 20 feet of. So I assume the whole room. Okay.
Doorway.
So I'm gonna describe this. So this is the hunger of Hadar. Okay, so the description is: you open a gateway to the dark between the stars, a region infested with unknown horrors. A 20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold appears, centered on the point within range and lasting for the duration. This void is filled with lots of soft whispers and slurping noises that can be heard up to 30 feet away.
Cacophony.
Yeah, that word.
it is.
Yes.
cacophony. Yeah.
No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area, and creatures fully within the area are blinded. And the void creates a warp in the fabric of space, and the area is difficult terrain. Now, so that's the area. Nothing happens right now, and then Bertie is going to face step out of the room as his bonus action.
Love how you call
Alright.
that the sexy spell.
Oh, you'll find out why if this works.
I think I know, because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Keith has the same
It's
spell.
very sexy.
Sounds very
It's a
chaotic.
level 3 spell though, so
Yeah.
he might have it.
So so that is your turn.
Yeah.
His turn starts,
Yeah.
and
Okay, so his turn starts. He takes 2d6 cold damage. So it's very cold in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I roll that.
Damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just 6 cold damage.
All right.
Yep. And
And
another thing happens at the end of this
yeah.
turn.
I'm gonna roll just a wisdom, I guess, to see if he can manage to get out. Well, it's 20-foot radius.
Yeah, it's completely they're completely
So
blinded
basically,
as well.
to determine whether he can find his way out.
Yeah, they've got to come circle around.
It's also difficult terrain.
Yeah, it's difficult
Yeah.
terrain.
Yeah, so
they're completely blinded because they can't see.
Yeah.
Not even with magical vision.
Yeah. So he. I won't say because you don't have. No. Do you have the invocation that allows you to see in magical darkness?
I do. I have Devil's
You do.
Sight. I picked that up as I leveled up as a gift from Bertie's patron
Preventative
after what happened with Anya.
Yeah. So are you in a spot where you can see him then? Did you face step still within the room?
Or on the outside of the window?
I think you
I could do the
need
window
to
still,
see it. Yeah.
Yeah, windows.
So you'd see he's getting close to the edge of the darkness, but he's still in it because he is slowed by it.
Okay. All right. So you must make a dex save now, please.
Actually, one thing he will do.
Yep.
He is going to throw 2 daggers at you.
Oh, probably hit me. Yeah, sure.
They are at disadvantage though.
Oh, they're still gonna hit
it's
me.
just in your
Wait,
general
what did it
direction.
come first?
It's still Hunger of Hadar. It
So you cast Hunger of Hadar first, and then face step, didn't you?
Yes.
So
yeah.
he wouldn't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know where.
No,
it is.
He'd know where Bertie
he's just
was.
It's
throwing
disadvantaged,
randomly.
Yeah.
Still gonna hit me.
That does hit you.
Oh my
'cause that's
God.
13
I was lucky.
for
a
7
disadvantage
points
too.
of piercing damage.
Are you down?
Not yet, but I will be.
The other one, that's another 13.
Yep.
For 9 points of piercing damage.
Oh, great. There's a lot of blood running down the side of this hotel. Yep.
That's his daggers and that's his turn. So roll me his.
Oh, you gotta do a dex
Yeah.
save, please.
Oh, is it dex save?
Yep.
based?
Give me
Okay.
a dex save, please.
Oh, that's a natural 1.
Oh, excellent. So Oh, I guess, he's going to take damage.
Yeah.
I guess it's just still going to be this damage. So, more damage. Oh, dice, you're not doing too well for me, are you? So he's going to take 7 acid damage.
Cold and then acid damage.
Yeah, acid damage as milky otherworldly tentacles rub against them.
Yeah, this is the spell that Keith has.
Yeah. So that's
I'm
fine.
glad.
All right.
Also, anyone who's sleeping next to it is going to be like, what the fuck
Now
is going
roll
on?
me 2 concentration checks. So that is Constitution saving throws.
2 concentrate.
Keith's tentacles were black for flavor.
1 for each attack.
Nice. Okay. So 15 for 1
Yep.
and 14 for the other.
Yeah. Both are fine.
Cool.
Spell is still up.
Okay, well that's good, I guess, but he can still hit me even when we can't see anything, so it's fine.
Pretty much almost out of there. You could just take it.
Yeah, I might have to. Oh, I don't have my things, so I can't use items. That's fine. Okay. Yeah.
Alright. What are you going to do?
So how far am I from the bottom of the hotel, I guess? Can I move on to the like roof, I guess, is my question.
You can try.
I'm gonna kill myself. Oh no. So there's no easy way for me to get down from here. I'm kind of just stuck here.
Hey, how far away is this hotel from the other hotel?
It's gonna be far away.
This hotel is probably so this hotel is, let me check the names of places. This hotel is in High Wall, which is within the center wall. You guys would be in Guild's Rest. It'd be probably the Promenade of Plenty. So you're adjacent to it, but it'd still take a while to get.
If you noticed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And you've got
my
a wall.
question would
You've got a
be
wall obscuring it.
Whether Catherine, who's been flying sort of...
Roll me a perception check.
Like, I know it's probably far off, but considering that we're also searching for... should I base my perception off Catherine or off
Yes.
Anya? Catherine? What's perception number? Wisdom. That's 13. I don't know if that'll make it. What's 13 give me, Darby?
13, nothing.
No. Okay. That's alright. Sorry, Bertie, you're on your own.
That's fine.
There's this dang security at this very, very
Jesus.
expensive
Yeah,
establishment.
come on.
Late, I'm assuming.
Yeah. And like slurping noises isn't abnormal.
Well, no.
Especially with wine delivered to the room.
Oh, yeah.
Look, if you go off my Warlock boy in another campaign, Keith, and what he uses Arms of Hadar for, not necessarily always a sound that wouldn't be heard.
Yeah.
No. This is
High class
Hunger of
places,
Hadar.
they don't ask questions.
Yeah. This is Hunger of Hadar. This is it's like a dimension of all those things.
Yeah. Keith has that as well, but he uses Arms of Hadar.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure.
He's a
I'm
little
sure
slut,
Bertie's
okay?
familiar with that too.
And I don't mean that in a
Anyway.
derogatory
Yeah,
way.
no.
You do
my
you do have
God.
spells. You do have offensive spells, remember? And
I know, but he's gonna kill me in his next hit. But I may also kill myself if I move.
Now you're not in a space where he would get an attack of opportunity if you did.
Yeah, but like Darby, he cannot see a thing. He hit me on both of his dagger attacks on disadvantage. So like, Jeez.
Oh. So oh no, sorry, I was
That's fine. Okay.
No, wait, yeah. So I was just having a look at how your periapt works.
Yeah, it doesn't. It only if I pass out, but you know I'm gonna die if I pass out. Okay. All right. I'm stuck. Okay, so Bertie's gonna go like, "Hey God, there's an assault going on up here on the rooftop. This room on this thing.
Okay.
Blah blah blah." And
Roll me a general charisma check. We'll call that a free action because it's just.
he does it in a very sexy way, if that counts. Gee, it would be terrible if a god came up here. So let's say a 19 for
19.
charisma.
Okay, noted.
So how do you say it's sexy? It's like someone's being extra naughty in this
Actually
room.
need some help.
I would be really grateful if someone came up to this room and killed the other person.
I need your sword.
Yeah,
of assistance.
that's exactly what it says. Okay. I guess he's gonna Eldritch Blast this.
All right.
fool, I guess.
So yeah, 2 Eldritch Blasts, both at advantage
Advantage. Okay.
because he can't see you.
Oh, of course. Yep. So, 15. No, 14. Oh. 22 to hit for the first one.
That hits handily.
Okay. And 19 to hit for the second one.
That also hits.
Okay, so damage for the first. Oh, I'll do damage for the first one.
Yeah, so it's 2d10
2d10.
plus double your charisma,
Oh my god.
which
Oh,
so
cool,
2d10
that's
plus
good.
8, I think that is.
12. So 12 plus 8. Yeah.
12 plus 8
so
is 20.
Yeah, 20. 20 damage.
All right.
And that's all he can do.
All right. He's still standing, but he's a bit roughed up by that. You do have a bonus action still.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll heal myself.
Yeah.
I say a comforting. He's like lacing his.
You can get
sleeve
you can get like
that.
3d4 if you want to use one of your warlock slots on that one.
Oh yeah, because that's cantrip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so. Yep. Okay, so he heals for 7 plus 3, so 10 hit points he recovers,
All right.
which isn't much.
It could be enough to.
Yeah, it could be life or death here.
Yeah. All right.
It's gonna be anyway. He's
So
bleeding a lot.
I'm gonna roll a wisdom check again to see if he can
Oh, yeah,
navigate his
that's
way
right.
out.
Yeah.
No, he goes further in, and he's gonna
Okay.
he's gonna throw daggers out again.
Well, first, because it's the start of his turn, he's still in the
Yes.
Hunger of Hadar. So 2d6 cold damage, so that's much better. So 7 cold damage.
7
That's
cold damage.
Very cold.
Yep.
You must be very
cold damage.
perky right now.
All right. So
I mean,
So-
It's cold.
he didn't want to compromise, so
the first one is an 11, which misses.
good. Alright, that's what I like to hear.
The second one is a 19.
Yeah, that hits.
That's a disadvantage of the
For
19.
minimum damage. Funny that.
Oh, yeah, 1 damage.
Almost. It was a 2 on the d4, so 7 piercing damage.
Yep. Okay.
A fair bit when
A lot of blood here. And now he needs to do a dex save, please.
That was a success.
Okay, cool. The tentacles are there, but he doesn't take acid damage off them.
Okay.
They're just rubbing against him anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So, yeah, it is your go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did anything happen with the
Guards.
Yeah.
It's been 6 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's being done sexually. Usually,
wrong.
people like make haste when
That
sexy
too.
things are happening.
Yeah, come on. It can be really sexy if you hurry up right now.
But also, if it's
good
being done
concentration.
sexually, it makes it seem more like it's a kink play thing.
No,
So,
like, hey, someone come
concentration check?
up here. Oh, yeah, it was a nat 20.
Okay, yeah.
He likes this new spell. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna magic missile him again.
Yeah.
So
It's
It's
still
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because he's blinded.
first one is 20 to hit,
That hits.
and the second one is 20 to hit.
Nice.
Okay, so 2d10.
Did you roll it at advantage? And you make a check?
Oh yeah, true. It was not. That's fine. Thank you for reminding me. 6. Okay, that's nice. So, so that is a sorry. 20 damage.
20 damage. He's looking pretty damn rough.
Good. I want him to be. Just right back at you.
Yeah. All right.
And that's all I can do is just kind of like
Yeah.
just peeking behind that windowsill.
All right. So his go. So he's going to take the cold damage.
Yes. So 2d6 cold damage.
You're not doing anything with your bonus action on your turn?
Yes, I'll heal myself, sorry.
Yeah.
I need to do that. Oh my god. Yeah, I healed myself for 6.
Fine.
6 hit points. That's great. Okay. Cold damage. Oh my god. Seen so many ones today. So 5 cold damage, please.
5 cold damage.
It's very cold in there. This
He's
cosmic gateway.
still hanging in there, but wisdom check to navigate his way out.
I've had a much happier solution to this.
He's gonna randomly throw daggers out.
Okay, it's a
hoping.
miss.
The first one is a 19.
Yeah, that hits.
The second one is a 14.
Well, that's gonna hit.
The other dice was a natural 20.
Oh, great. That's great to know. Oh, because it's a disadvantage. Well, that's good.
So that's 9 on the first one. And 7 on the second.
Hang on. I'm just going to do some maths right now.
I didn't emotionally prepare
That's-
myself for if Bertie dies.
That's
I
16.
don't know
Okay, he looks really bloody for like literally no one that's around at this time of night. I guess.
Yeah. So he's still up?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So dexterity save from the assassin.
Yep. Dexterity save. Thank you.
What is the DC?
16.
16. He does not make it.
Good. So 2d6 acid damage.
Testicles. I was going to say tentacles.
Tied by testicles.
So the milky otherworldly tentacles rub against him centrally for 7 acid damage, please.
All right. He is barely hanging in there.
Oh my god.
He's hanging in by a thread.
Cut the thread.
Use actual magic missile.
And it is your go.
Make sure you hit.
He doesn't have that spell.
God damn.
Just one moment. Oh, I don't want to.
Did I get you to roll concentration
haven't.
for those?
Is there any way you can like talk in our heads?
Yeah.
Like
Not
been
from
doing-
this distance.
No, but he can talk in people's heads, but not that way. So that's about 14.
That's enough.
Okay, so the
And
Hungry of
there were
Hagar.
2 attacks that hit,
I
so
understand. But you
one more, please.
This is trustworthy.
Oh, one more. Oh, yeah,
Because
true.
2 attacks hit.
Sorry, yeah. That's an 8.
On the
Hunger of
topic
Hadar
Oh, it's gone. Oh.
mayonnaise.
is disperses,
Okay.
Oh no.
and you see he's disoriented for a moment, and then clocks his eyes on you.
Cool.
Wait, hit him.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's gonna have to be magic missile because I don't have my weapons on me. I'm guessing.
Wait. Actual magic missile or the magic missile?
Eldritch blast.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember.
All right, so you don't have
Yeah.
advantage on these ones.
Yeah, it's all good. I just roll them at the same time. So one of them won't hit, one of them will because I rolled a natural 16. The other one
Okay.
was bad. So yeah.
All right. I want to ask you
Yeah.
to roll
cool.
damage because he's on 1 hit point.
Oh, thank God.
Out of curiosity,
how
many
are
hit
you
points
dealing with
are
it?
you on?
One hit point, my friend.
Both
Like-
on 1 hit point.
It was
Yeah.
that locked eyes was essentially like a duel, like the cowboy
It's a quick
duel, like
draw.
Yeah.
That's it.
the quick draw. Yeah.
Jeepers. Okay. So does he like disintegrate, or is he just like passed out, or what? What does Eldritch Blast do to him?
It's up to you how you want to flavor it. It's your spell.
I mean, like I would Bertie would preferably like to restrain this person, but like I'm pretty sure I don't get that choice with Eldritch Blast.
No,
Isn't it force damage though?
yeah.
It is force damage, yeah. So like, I guess it's just gonna, I don't know.
He dies.
He dies. So he locks his eyes on Bertie, but then Bertie casts Magic Missile. Eldritch Blast, but Magic Missile.
All
And,
habits die hard.
Yeah, that energy, the last thing he sees is that energy hits his eyes and then burns him up from the skull out, I suppose.
Nice.
Cool.
All right.
That's great. Jesus Christ.
So you
And
could.
Bertie hops off the ledge very shakily and very bloodily.
Okay, but high five. Good job. Thank you for surviving.
Another high five for me as well.
Thank you. I don't like combat. Oh my god.
And now I'm very scared because we've each had individual combats at night except for Anya.
Yeah, but Anya's actually capable of fighting, so I mean no offense to Neumann, but
you got to use your offensive spells that you've been wanting to use
I got
as well.
to use my sexy spells, so that's great. I'm sure someone will come to investigate, but I'll be like, oh, I heard a lot of slurping in here. Can you keep it down, thanks? Jeez. Yeah.
So what are the remains of?
Yeah. So Bertie just drags himself, he hobbles back into the room and just drags himself over there. I guess he just falls to his feet and crawls over. He's on one hit point.
Now, it's still essentially really early morning, middle of the night. So you could take a short rest if you wanted to.
Yeah, but I would like to look at this person first.
Yes. Okay, roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Do I think I'm good at investigation? No, it's a 0. So a 14.
14. All right. So,
He's not very attractive,
no.
Well,
He's a 3.
Yeah.
unless he's someone who we already know.
No, it's not a familiar figure.
Okay.
Probably not enough to find any sort of iconography on him.
What is he though? Is he a human or
He's human.
Okay. Some humanoid creature.
Kind of grubby looking.
Well, he's covered in blood and burns,
Yeah.
I suppose. And acid.
slime.
Tentacle prints of acid burn tentacle prints. Yes.
Yeah. Dark clothing. You do find on him a coin purse.
Okay. Well. Things I'm looking up, and I kiss the purse.
It has.
Oh, jeez.
It has
Oh, damn.
14
Not
gold
again.
pieces in it.
40?
14.
Oh, I think you said 40, Darby.
It sounds like 40. I think if we all had 40, that's how D&D works.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
We all write down 40. How can he prove that we were the wrong one?
Cool. I guess if I don't find anything else on him, Bertie is going to I guess for flavor, because he can't really do this, but he's going to just there's blood everywhere. He's just going to drag himself into the bathroom and try to patch himself up. And he's also going, I think I've got a spell slot left. He's going to cast can he ritually cast alarm while he's trying to patch himself up?
Yeah.
That's what he does.
All right.
So he ritually casts alarm while he's patching himself up, and he just sits against the bathtub to try and rest, I guess. But,
What
Okay.
does alarm mean?
so alarm is it's basically if someone walks in, a big alarm goes
Oh,
off.
yeah. So, what a killer did.
Yeah, it just produces a big fuck off magical bell.
Oh, yeah.
Very well. Yeah. So yeah, and all it can do
let's
is
off a
just,
ding in Bertie's mind if
someone turns up.
Yeah.
Like,
You have mail.
yeah. Yeah. He just drags himself up to the bathtub and just props himself up against
Alright.
it and tries to rest, I guess, because he can't do anything else.
Yeah, so keep in mind that any hit dice, like any healing you get from hit dice is doubled.
Yes, that's right. So I got preemptive included.
Yes.
Well, cool. We'll deal with that. How's everyone else going? Having a fun time? Stabbed?
Yeah, so the next morning comes. You guys, it was a fine night.
That's great.
You didn't see Bertie
But she
get back.
Didn't see Bertie.
No.
So she's a little bit concerned. So what is it? Constitution save?
No, because it wasn't like a strenuous night. Okay, so I take it you all make your way to the convocation, or is there something you want to do?
Neumann would particularly be also worried that Bertie didn't show up, considering he was so confident that Bertie would.
I guess we'll go down to breakfast and Anya sort of climbs down in the morning, and as she's entering, she's like, Bertie did not come in last night. I am a little concerned that maybe he will not turn up today. And I don't know whether we should go without him. What do we think?
I think we should definitely spend some time looking for him. How long do we have till, do any of you remember what time we needed to be there? Tanner?
Personally,
Tanner. Yeah, you returns to Tanner.
Pretty early, basically first thing.
it was first thing, so maybe
How far away is the cart? Because that's where Neumann was thinking of checking. To see if maybe Bertie went to the cart.
Cart would not be too far away.
Yeah. Well, and then he's going there first.
I have a question.
Doesn't care if he's late.
out of
I'll
like,
have a question too in a sec. Yeah.
Is the building that Bertie is staying at on the way to the convocation from where we're staying?
Yes, it would be.
Yeah, so it could be possible.
Might be a bit of a roundabout way of getting there, but yeah.
Well, we'll like sort of. Okay.
Well, he's going to the cart. Unless...
I think Anya's just like, I think that maybe we should make our way there separately and keep an eye out for Bertie. Neumann, maybe you take the cart. I will go this way.
Right.
And Tanap, you go
that way.
that way.
Yes. Yeah.
And we will search for any signs of, I guess, him, or if maybe something has happened.
Actually, that works out quite nice because I'm the fastest.
Okay.
So I think
so
it's,
just
Yeah.
each of you roll an investigation check. What were you going to say?
Yeah, so this might factor into this because he might make his way somewhere. Like, obviously, I've managed to heal up a little bit. Would there be a place he can get himself patched up or kill? Like, what's the closest? Would he go somewhere, or would he go, like, is Braxton near guy? Would he go and pester him again? Or, like, and be like, hey, did you fucking do such an assassin after me, buddy? Like, what? I guess, like, I'm trying to think narratively, like, what's on the way? Not too far from there that these guys might also bump into if they roll well enough.
There's not much on the way.
Yeah, he just wants to go somewhere.
You would have to basically
Get someone to help
leave the center walls in order to go
Literally
to get
anywhere.
anywhere that would heal you.
Yeah.
Your best bet would be like maybe one of the convocation is able to help you, but
Okay.
you don't know. Like that tends to be more of a divine caster
All right
thing.
then.
But cigars and Cigar's an alchemist. You know, Tanab's an alchemist. She's capable of
Yeah.
using healing magic. So
Okay, well, how well did you guys roll, I guess?
Anya rolled a 13.
19.
okay, so you probably run into Bertie on the way through.
Because I was on my way to the car. I'm not sure whether or not I ran in.
Unless you're being particularly
So,
Evasive.
obviously, I guess
Not
I'll go
really.
to the
on your
car
way
and then
back
on my way
through
back.
on the
Well,
way.
say
to
for a 19, like Bertie stepping out of the out of the lodgings when Neumann wands past, like so they kind of like bump into, like not bump
Yeah.
into each other, but like he's
With
right
the
there.
13, would Anya see blood on the side of the building?
No.
No, okay. That was what she was banking on, but she just worriedly makes her way where we're meant to go.
Cool. All right. So yeah, I guess Bertie like steps out just as you're.
Also, Newman's going very fast as well. Like, probably by the time you noticed him, he's already in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, you are fast, boy.
Yes, and I noticed you. I'd like to think because I was looking for you, I noticed you before you noticed me.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm like right next to you.
Like, oh, Neumann, hi, hello.
We've been looking everywhere for you.
Oh,
Are you okay?
yeah. Let's not talk. What's the problem? I got a bit of a headache. He is like bandaged, probably bandaged up pretty crappily as well.
we were sort of expecting you to come back
But his magic is closed, so they look fine.
to either the card or the tavern last night. It's usually the one you stay at. We got
jeez.
a little bit worried because you didn't show up.
You were worried about me, really?
You're part of the team.
Oh yeah, well, you know, I mean, who else would you have to patch you up just a little bit, eh?
Oh, yeah, I do appreciate it, but also I've definitely got my own methods of healing now, which is good. But
that's great.
But
then.
look, you're a valuable part of the
so
team.
worried about then?
You're a valuable part of the team and a good friend. Why would of course we'd worry about you.
Yeah, well, gee, I'm sorry about that. Sorry,
But
I
is
got a bit
everything
waylaid.
okay?
Yeah, well, it's fine. Well, yeah.
Fine. You don't seem very confident.
Had a bit of a rough night.
Like drinking.
Yeah, lots of drinking. You know how it is. Wink, wink.
So what does Bertie look like right now?
I imagine he's magicked himself up, so like he looks pretty pristine. He looks a little bit. I don't know. Like he probably looks like.
his disguise.
Yeah, that's it.
So he could probably
That's it. I imagine like he's got this slight incidental Eldrin glamour as well. So but he's like, you can obviously see like he's been, I don't know where the daggers hit him, but like he's got like a couple of like bandaged up wrists and like.
Yeah, because Neumann has
Probably got
no
some
reason
little,
to
like-
distrust you.
Yeah.
Also, if there's any obvious.
Yeah, I would say like there's probably like some
injury or
bandages on like his
anything?
hand or his wrist or something. Like it's got some kind of. It's obviously like been patched up a bit, but like otherwise it's like no scrapes that you can really see or anything. It's just some stuff. He obviously like he's not going to be bothering like wasting disguise self on to hide that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
So
fine.
okay, bandage on the wrists.
Yeah. I'd say like
You don't usually wear those. Is that a new fashion thing you're trying out, or did you?
Oh yeah, well, you can be surprised what happens in the evening. You know, we've had a bit to drink.
Drink. All right. Well, can he like puts out his paw to like suggest like let me have a look at it.
But he just like stares at your paw for like quite a few moments. And he's like looks away, like stretches his hand up very daintily.
All right. He kisses your fingers. No.
It's a bit forward. 3 gold, thank you.
3 gold per kiss.
Yeah, you pay me.
Yeah. No.
That's quite cheap, really.
All right. So upon close inspection, I'm guessing I can see that it's definitely an injury.
Yeah.
There.
And you went, okay, so you're hurt. Do you want me to heal you?
I mean, you don't need to.
He's already healing.
Oh, thank you.
He asked
So-
for consent.
Excellent. Thanks,
So
Neumann.
I'm gonna do cure wounds.
Oh, bless you. Bless you, my child.
Like, do the injuries look bad?
They look like they probably were bad, but they're not like, you're not bleeding currently right now, I guess is the thing.
There's like some would be still slightly open. Some look to have been like magically healed.
Yeah. I mean, he's kind of tried to patch most of that up so you can't see physically, I guess, but yeah.
I'm just trying to use it at a higher spot.
It's okay.
If it's let-
Doesn't need to be a
Do you
whole
have a
bunch.
higher slot?
No, I don't know. It's just a first level.
Yeah, it's all good.
Is it cure wounds
It's
or
cure wounds.
Even
so it'd be 1d8 plus
one
your
would be
intelligence?
great. Like that's all. Don't worry too much. Because God knows what's going to happen today.
So you heal 4.
Do you roll a 1?
No,
2 plus 2.
That's all right. It all
But yeah, if
helps.
there was an option, because I was trying to use it as a higher slot anyways, but I don't think...
Oh, well, you didn't have to do that, but
You only have
thanks.
first level slots at the
Yeah.
moment, so.
Thanks, Neumann, I guess. So thanks. That's very kind of you.
Well, look, we definitely gotta go as well. So I just want to make sure that you're...
Oh yeah, the convocation.
Yeah, are you coming with?
I mean, I guess I kind of have to,
Oh, you
don't
grabbed your
I?
hand and Bron.
He's been dragged. Going to. Being going to long by very fast.
I'm guessing that like Anya would have already arrived.
Yeah.
Guys.
I'm assuming
Had
you
you-
So you all meet up.
Tanit probably
at-
does as well.
Yeah, you all meet up at the tower. You're ushered in.
Actually, there's going to be a little bit of an interaction
Okay.
beforehand.
Okay.
How heavy is Bertie?
Anya's not going to be like, oh yeah, Bertie's here.
Oh, I
this
think
is
I wrote
fine.
that down. How heavy is he? Oh god. He's like not.
He's not carrying.
super
You're not very
skinny.
strong. Stop it.
Does piggybacking anyone impair travel speed?
Yes.
Yes, I believe so. If they're
He's 149 pounds, apparently.
He's also an adult.
Yeah,
Just walk.
It'd be funny.
you could try.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, he's just dragged along by you because you have a lot more energy than he does.
Tanip, did you see anything?
no.
Okay, hopefully Neumann has found.
And in that moment, Neumann shows up with
I have
Bertie.
found
and
Bertie.
Hi, yo.
Oh my god. What happened, Bertie?
Oh, I got a bit waylaid. I had to do some stuff. I got a
Bertie,
bit drunk.
No, what's wrong? Can I roll something for her to see the injuries or like?
Yeah.
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 I guess
Roll me
that's like
a
versus Bertie
perception
just
check.
trying to like put his hands behind his back kind of thing. I don't know, trying to like stand up
So
a little
that's
straight.
14. There's few scuffs.
Yeah, but she'd be able to see like
Yeah.
the bandages on his wrists and stuff.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened last night?
Lots of stuff happened. I got a bit drunk. That's why I couldn't find my way back. This is terrible.
Yeah. Roll a deception.
That's a nat 20.
I mean, okay, I'll roll just in case. Yeah, nah.
That's a nat 20 plus 9. So that's a 29 to inside.
I mean, to be fair, it's like a 21, but like, yeah.
Yeah. Bertie, that's not what happened. Are you okay? I was up all night.
You were up all, you were looking for me? Like,
I was waiting. You were just gone. I was worried.
hey!
Never really done that before. Are you okay?
Oh, sorry. Like, I haven't been traveling with you guys very much. I just do that sometimes. Don't worry, I'm sorry I upset you. Like,
I'm not upset. I'm just worried.
Oh, that's fine then.
You're injured and you're evasive about what happened last night and you disappeared. And if something has happened, I'd like to hope that you know that it's okay and that we can help you.
Yeah, well, of course. I mean, I do the same for you guys.
What
Right?
happened last night, Bertie? Why are you injured?
I just had to do some stuff. It got real late. I had to go. Couldn't remember where you guys were staying at. So I just checked. Oh my god. Okay, so that is a 26 deception.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. 15.
You're like,
was the inside.
Bertie is pretty stupid, so maybe you did. And yeah, I just did some stuff. I kind of got attacked while I was there, I guess, but like, it's fine.
Do you know who attacked you? I feel
No.
like that should be...
I don't actually. It was just a random assassin, I guess. Who knows?
Assassin.
Well, I mean, he was trying to kill me in my room, like while I was trying to sleep. Like, I'm not into that, so.
You said it was just drunk things.
Well, I mean, I was drunk, so like, but it wasn't that kind of like. Anyway, we probably have to go into
The door opens, and you
I don't want to talk about it.
you see Fierlor at the door, the elven librarian
Great timing.
of the convocation. And
Anya sort of looks like she wants to sort of say more to Bertie, but she quickly quietens up and just gives him like a concerned look, but very clearly doesn't like want them to know about the attack.
Yeah.
So she ushers you into the tower, and you're brought into a room where you see there are several figures present. As far as you can gather, this is all of the convocation. So there is several figures. There's some you've seen before, of course. There's some are unfamiliar. There's a human man in surprisingly very heavy armor. I believe it's heavy armor. So yeah, he is wearing basically full plate.
Gee, posturing a bit much.
You see Ulrich, who you met yesterday, Alazira, who was also there. You see a smiling dwarven man. This is Garnick Stonehammer.
Smiling, geez.
Like you see, like he's talking to his fellow archmages
He won't be smiling
and
for long.
He's
joking
chipper.
around.
He's
Yeah.
joking about the end of the world.
Yeah.
And I
Great.
Yeah. There's a male tiefling, Carvenom.
surprisingly ugly for a tiefling. He rolled a 1.
Oh, it's like the 1%.
He's probably you can probably tell, like, he probably looked fine in like when he was younger, but he's kind of scarred up.
The dwarf was a 6 for the record, and the heavy plate armor human was a 3.
I guess we can't really tell in the heavy plate armor.
Then
It's okay
there
armor.
is a human who is seated and remains quiet.
There are 7.
A male gnome.
It's also a 7.
Poor dog.
Who has a couple of daggers on his belt. An elven man with a couple of firearms.
It was also a 7.
Oh my gosh, they're doing pretty well.
And you see separated from the group as a whole by the edge of the room is a dwarven woman who seems like the look on her face is kind of a joyless, dutiful one, essentially. A little slightly sour.
He's a 5, but I have a feeling I know who that is. If it is who I think it is. Might not be. We'll see.
Probably isn't who you're thinking it is.
Okay.
Ulrich opens the meeting. So, have you found out anything since yesterday?
Yes. We have, as a team, we met and convened. Anya pointed, doesn't look at Bertie. She just kind of almost pointedly so.
Yeah.
But yeah. I have a familiar who I have had scouting the area to see if he could gather any information. Obviously, as it is a limited connection, it is not much, but the creature, from what we gather, has been dormant for quite a long time. They have started moving 2 days ago, and slowly they are making their way out of the city. And we have good reason to believe that they are demonic in nature and may be corrupting or summoning some minor sources for assistance.
So, some sort of intermingling of the Shadowfell and the Abyss you're suggesting.
Am I suggesting that?
Well, you know that, like, from discussion with Ulrich yesterday, that, like, the timing of this thing showing up and the Shadowfell disappearing, it's close to undeniable that there's a link.
Potentially, yes. However, I am wary of potential corruption, not just within the walls of the now lost city, but within our walls as well. So I will I would appreciate if you understand the caution that myself and my party members may conduct ourselves with. For I cannot trust that all of you are uncorrupt. Is there anything else we must inform them?
Neumann, very proud of his list. Yes, I have a list of all the stuff that we talked over yesterday, all in dot points. You all wanted, I'm not sure if you guys have discussed with each other, but feel free to have a read of that. And you sort of gestures for someone to take it.
Why don't you read them?
Oh, with pleasure. I just wanted you guys to see how nice this is written.
Read them.
Alrighty, so this is just going off my own personal memory.
Also, when he's short with Neumann, Anya sort of glares at him a little bit. Oh, by the way, she would have cast before going into the meeting, cast the Gem of Seeing. Probably should have mentioned that before. She's also taken off her blindfold, so she's probably pretty intimidating to a couple of the members, which is very funny.
She is intimidating, I can confirm.
So the list starts off with the reason why we went to Wild Shade, what we saw when we went into Wild Shade, how we handled the bad guys, how we killed the main person.
Losing Rook, probably. Crossing Rook, would that be
Sure, it can be in the list. The gem, where it took place, the ritual, and what ended up happening with the ball, just from what you mentioned, because he didn't see any of it himself.
Anya's retelling of what happened.
And then what happened afterwards, which was pretty barren, and then we made our way back, and then everything that we discussed with Ulrich.
Alright,
cool. So that is all of the information that we have. That we are forthcoming with.
The quiet one, Lur, you see, he's been eyeing you all with just a probing look, and he quietly says that one is sorry, that one. I'm trying to get the accent. That one is hiding something.
Me?
No, while pointing at Bertie.
Bertie looks around like, who is he talking about?
I do not know what, but he appears to be hiding something.
As I said at the start of this meeting, if we are withholding anything, it is from our own mistrust of corruption not reaching this convocation. We have some reason to believe that harm may be wanted upon our party. And that is all I will say on the matter. It is dependent on whether your priorities are for this to be taken care of or are to hold us under some form of trial. And she's like very like stone serious with this too, like real cold, real like defensive.
Yeah. Bertie's like sport his expression is something like he hopes is vaguely neutral, but he's like, there's a few petals fluttering around.
And then Neumann, I guess, sort of reads the room as like, that is pretty serious.
Yeah.
You're an interesting one. It's hard to get a read.
Me as a player, I'm like, okay. Trying to think what Anya would say to that. Yes, I am sure I am very interesting. However, I do not see that as relevant. We went there. We fucked up the job. I get that. But our liability stopped at the job ending. We are here out of our own wants to make sure that this does not affect others. I am sure all of us have things that we could otherwise be doing. I would appreciate it if members of this convocation cease from acting like we are the problem here.
How long have you known your allies?
Long enough.
I can tell that you believe that. And he sits back in his chair.
And Neumann just says, so why exactly are we here?
Neumann?
Because right now we're just being questioned.
It's true though, it's a valid
and
question.
Neumann says, are we here to help or are we here to...
That is a
the gnomish man, something I didn't note. I can't remember. I feel like I noted Cigar is here.
Yeah, you
I'm not sure if I noted if Athena was here or
Yeah,
not.
I was wondering. I don't think you did.
Yeah, Athena is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lovely
The
goth
male
gnome
gnome goes up to you, Neumann, and looks up to you and says, "We ask this of you because you were there. You were at ground zero. You were the ones who saw what happened and might have the best idea of where it might have gone. So, excuse us if we're a little terse when the fate of the multiverse is in question."
So how do we deal with this?
Well, fortunately, a letter was delivered to this tower last night.
Oh, that's lucky.
Oh,
But he doesn't say that.
this is something we...
Anya, you notice
Really?
with your passive perception that Lur, the quiet observant one who said before about there is something he's hiding from you.
Bitch boy, yep.
Flits his eye when the letter is mentioned. Like as the letter's being mentioned, he flits his eyes between the three of you, and finds them fixed on Bertie.
That's great. But he's just trying
Bertie,
to
roll me a deception check.
Shit. Okay. Well, that's a 20, a dirty 20, but I don't think that's going to be enough.
Dirty 20.
This guy's a bitch.
Okay.
Like, I don't mean that like a derogatory term towards women. He's just like, he's got that nasty attitude.
Okay. So
Bertie's trying to like not look at like he's trying to like involve, but he's not looking at anything.
Him click onto anything.
it seems like he seems to think that there's some sort of recognition between Bertie and the letter.
Oh my god. Okay. That's fun.
Letter, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's great.
It contained an alleged name of the being in question. One Zothram Tathara, creature thought to have been destroyed by the gods during the Age of Carnage.
Wow.
Does anyone know
Kind
what
of
they
ominous?
look like, or because you've seen? Well, you saw what it was, didn't you?
Yeah, did you see it?
I saw them. Would my first-hand description help? Do we know what the demon... Are there passages that describe its appearance?
There is very little written on, or at least the very little accessible about the Age of Carnage. Most of the knowledge is within the hands of the Wizards of the Ruins, who, for obvious reasons, we're not on the greatest of terms with. Well, obvious to anyone who's had dealings with them. You're from Karas, right?
He just nods.
Pointing
He
at
doesn't say
Neumann. So I think you understand the issue that we of the Convocation have with the Wizards.
In our and she glances at the one who questioned how long she's known her traveling companions. In our time that we have traveled together, we have ran into the Wizards of the Ruin and can confirm that they are, well, not pleasant.
Zagar has told us of the job at the tower, the tomb. It goes by both names depending on whether you're talking about it present or past. So we can't really say that a description of the creature would be helpful in confirming whether this name is accurate or not.
And what was the name?
But it could potentially help with any scrying on it.
Yeah, what was the name of the lady who was with
Alazira.
Alazira, because Alazira said that
Yes.
might be able to do something.
Alazira was able to cast legend lore this morning. Alazira, would you like to say what you came up with? Alright, so, and the half-orc woman steps forward. If it truly is Zortan Thara, it was a fragment of Ruathu's power created during the Age of Carnage. It was sealed away and thought destroyed, but this was not its destruction, it was the act that formed the Shadowfell. It apparently seeks to free its mother, and it currently lacks the means or knowledge to do so. Other than some blind faith in the abyss.
well, I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm piecing together a lot of things here with Shadowfell missing, relations with the Abyss.
Doesn't sound great.
I mean, this
or it
seems-
speaks up. It does ring consistent with your accounts.
I think that all we can do is work with the information that we have. And if the information that we have points to this being the most likely demon, that is more than we had guessed. So I guess, what are the next steps here?
There are several ways that this can go.
You mentioned a mother that
Yeah,
is trying
that
to-
sounds bad.
is that
Verona speaks. Most likely Ruathu, if it was a fragment of Ruathu's power. Who's the strategist again? Tyshawn. So the well-armored mage speaks of. So, our strategy. There are several approaches we can go, but it will depend on what you three can do. So, lay it out for us.
Placing a lot of trust in 3 random people that you guys don't really trust.
It's about
that much.
knowing the resources we have at hand.
That is also a very question. I am an archer. I am rogue class.
Scout.
I am a scout, and I have some powers to my disposal.
Reconnaissance. Good. You.
Neumann, like, he's treating this as if it's like some sort of job interview. He is, he like stiffens, like straightens up his back and he's like, my name is Neumann Mills. I'm a rogue.
Newman's is his actual name. That's what's on his ID. Newman is a nickname.
S is his middle name, but he sort of, it sometimes, leaks into it. Neumann S. Mills. I'm a rogue and an artificer. I've worked closely with Cigar in some of my training as well. So, and my Cigar...
One day long coffee days. Working close.
I'm a fan of tea. I like tinkering with stuff. In fact, I've actually just made this, and he holds up his roddy. He's like, yeah, I just made this myself. Actually, I like to think I'm pretty skillful with this sort of thing.
She's like rubbing her forehead, just with 2 fingers, just like.
That's the normal Neumann mood.
She's like. Yeah, exasperated but fun.
Now, would we have our weapons and stuff on us as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he'll just open up his robe a little bit and be like, I consider myself very resourceful with my tools on hand. I also have this great cloak as well, and he makes it change colours.
For a second, I thought you were about to reach into your cloak and be like,
No.
and I am cursed.
Oh my god.
They are
Even
aware of
you
the
is
cursed
that
sword
stupid.
because Cigar is aware of the cursed sword.
Yeah. Some of which, most of these are magical. Bag holding I made myself as well. Personally, I think, I'm a very strong and resourceful member of this team as well. And as a team as a whole, we are very competent.
The last time they sent us on, we fucked up. I don't know why they're looking at us.
We did the best we could.
Yeah, we did the best we could.
Garnick laughs at that bit, while the dwarvish woman
it's a little harsh.
looks. It's a jovial laugh rather than a mocking one, but the female dwarf in the corner looks unimpressed by that comment about being very competent.
Cool, no one's stopping it. I'm also from Karas, so I have a lot of traveling experience as well. So going to distant lands and stuff, that's nothing to me. I can do that easily. I like to
if you don't stop him, he will continue. Just fair warning.
And I've also got a lot of experience with tea as well. I do like all sorts of drinks. I'm great to have a party as well. I was actually, I'm pretty sure I was named like the Conga King at one party. You should have been there. It was great. Life of the party, I personally think.
I'm not joking. If you don't stop him, this will go on all day.
And being a Debuxy, I find myself quite agile and with climbing.
He's definitely very fast. That is true.
All right. Okay. And
He's also very good at talking.
Yeah.
clearly.
And if you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask me afterwards. Happy for any comment.
Your sword. The cursed one.
Bit of a personal question.
How much of a liability is it?
If you mean like it's quite good, pretty trustworthy at the moment. I don't see any problems with it. If that's what you're asking me.
If I will, if anything, it is when the sword, for lack of a better term, takes over, he becomes a bit more focused. So if anything, it might be a boom.
I've actually looked at this, and it's kind of like a Feywild type magic thing. It doesn't seem to be very malevolent or anything.
Garnick,
I mean, feel free to have a look at it.
the jovial dwarf speaks. That may be a bit concerning.
Don't like that tone, but okay.
Well, so the Fae are very mercurial.
Well, I mean,
In nature. I recognize the Fae heritage of yourself.
precisely. I
but-
don't think there's anything wrong with them.
The Fae of the Feywild are very mercurial, very dangerous if trusted overtly.
Chaotic.
Aye.
And
they don't really see things in the same kind of good and evil scope that we do.
I think that in certain ways that is more of an advantage, but also that in my time traveling with Neumann, he has not allowed it to take over his own sense of morality. So I guess there is not much we can do about it.
The other thing is that possessive magic, well, not unheard of. Well, it's not unheard of. It is rare for possessive magic to be a good thing from a good creature. This may prove dangerous if you're not careful.
Oh, absolutely, and I'm trying to be as careful as possible. If there were some kind of internal struggle, I'm sure I'd beat the crap out of this possessive figure, but
For now, maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, look, if there's anything that we can do to sort of help with that, this sword is pretty much my strongest weapon in my arsenal, and it would be quite diminishing for me if I were to rid myself of it. But I mean, maybe there's something we could do.
Do you have a name?
I'm pretty sure we ended up getting a name. It's I believe it's Titania Summerfay.
If it's connected to Lady Titania, it is very fickle indeed. She's the queen of the summer court, and while ostensibly good, still not what we would consider to be necessarily reliable or trustworthy.
But by the sounds of it, it's the best of the bunch, I'm guessing. I'm sure there's...
Some of the pretty good season.
Some ways.
I suppose.
I'll have some research done, both into the sword and into anything that might be able to replace it for you. If you were to decide that you weren't up to, that you weren't wanting to take the risk with your mind.
Yeah, I appreciate it greatly. But we should talk about that later, I think.
So, I believe Tyshawn still needed to find out from you, Mr. Bainwaring, what you can do.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm very helpful in this party, but my main experience, I'm a merchant, so I kind of sell things. I'm good at patching people up every now and then, but, and I can sometimes help people become, make their stealth more effective, I guess, but, that's really the extent of my, abilities, I'd say. I don't know if I'm really cut out for a giant world-saving mission.
So spellcasting.
Well, in a sense, yeah.
Any offensive magic?
I have a little bit. I got a couple of offensive magic spells, but that's not. Yeah, I'm okay at it, but these guys are a lot better at killing things than I am. That's for sure. I'm sure they can attest to that. So. Yeah,
I would be dead if it wasn't for our friend here, so on multiple occasions.
I can also attest that Bertie has been very valuable.
Well,
she looks kind of a bit confused when she's saying that. She's looking back.
Bertie does look very perplexed at that as well.
No, she's looking back on times where Bertie has been the reason that her life has been saved, and she's like, I almost would argue with Bertie that he is one of the most valuable members of this party. He has magics that can distract and deter enemies with
I'm pretty good at that.
magical clones. He has been able to perform magics that to the likes that I have seen have been very helpful. And while sure I am a harder hitter and Neumann is very fast and acrobatic, I think that Bertie has a lot of strengths that both Neumann and I do not have, and we would be dead.
Yeah.
Neumann turns to you as if to say, I told you were a very valuable.
Bertie looks a little bit uncomfortable at this, but he's like.
I'm just kind of a bit shell-shocked at the words coming out of her own mouth, and then she's just like.
It's understandable.
Because, every sort of thing has been suspicion, I guess, and she's kind of looking back at stuff that's happened, and she's like, huh.
He does.
And she kind of looks a bit dubiously at Bertie, but in a way that's dubious for different reasons than thinking that he's suspicious. More thinking he's better than he says he is. He's stronger than he says he is. What the fuck?
I can definitely picture that, but it's a little bit uncomfortable. It's like, yeah, well, that's me. I also like to think I kind of increase the sex appeal a little bit for certain persuasion. So that's something, I guess.
Does the blank-faced dwarf have any reaction to that?
Remains blank-faced. Actually rolls eyes.
Oh my god. Well, different strokes for different folks, am I right? So that's really all I can offer. They're very, very, very kind, but...
So...
Yeah.
We also have Tanip, but...
Tanip, she's my sister.
She was also with us the entire time. You would like to ask her.
Yeah.
She is not just an assistant.
I'm an alchemist.
Very talented alchemist.
Yeah.
I basically do stuff to enhance and patch up these guys.
Yeah, precisely. We're kind of a crack team of assisters, for those two.
So So Tyshawn speaks up. Then sounds like a bit of reconnaissance might be the best bet with you lot.
Oh, absolutely. We're like not built for hard hitting. Like, can you see us?
Maybe
Neumann flexes his muscles, though. He's like, oh no.
You might be yet with a bit of extra combat training under your belt, or trial by fire at least. Bit of extra experience. Anyway.
From what I've gathered of our conversation so far,
Aye.
you may be in need of more help. Well, almost definitely will be in need of more help, yes?
Yes.
Where
we will be able to get that and where we will have to spread it to, who knows?
I have a long trusted friend who her party recently slain a dragon. You may have heard of them coming back into the city. There was a little
Navoran folk, orc and the goblin and hobgoblin and the half-elf.
Yes, the orc is someone who I have known and trusted for a very long time, and she is very strong. Very, if you need a job that is done, she will do it. If you would like, I can inform her of your needs, of a need.
From what I have observed, she is a paladin, so I feel like she'd be fairly trustworthy. She seems to have the iconography of Lady Luck, if memory serves. So definitely one to have on side. So there are several ways that this can go. There's part of me that would recommend trying to get to Karas.
Karas?
The problem with that is that it is quite a ways away.
It's very far away. I've never been there.
Now you could
You're from there, aren't you, Neumann?
I most certainly am. It's very far away, but I don't particularly understand why we'd have to go there unless it's got something to do with the wizards.
Well, they have the most information on the Age of Carnage, and so they might have information on Zothram Thar.
I'm sure we'd be able to crack a deal. That'd be easy.
No. Absolutely not.
No?
No.
Or
we'd have to take it from him.
Listen to your Tabaxi friend. He clearly has experience
the Tabaxi, yes.
with the wizards.
Okay.
So that is option A.
The problem with it is that it is quite a way away, and it would take the better part of a year to get there through the Underdark.
And we may not have that.
No. It would take about 2 months by sea.
Oh, well, other options?
If you are... There is the option of going by air. However, the dwarves are not always amenable to taking people on their ships. And there have been greater and greater issues with trying to get Queen Ingra to agree with anything.
That's a shame.
Checks out for her.
We suspect some form of outside interference, but we're not entirely sure. Now,
That's one of Eddie's previous
folks
characters.
listening at home. That's
Eddie's kind of
important
wilding out.
backstory stuff for a previous character of mine, Corinthia, which
Guess we'll find out maybe soon.
you might be able to convince her through her daughter, but that convincing the daughter to help in matters regarding her mother might be
I mean,
just as tricky.
we're kind of okay talking to people, so.
stubborn fucking dwarves that I designed.
Oh, Eddie's just wilding out right now. That's excellent.
I think that between us, we can be fairly persuasive.
Yep, she's right.
If you think that will be the best option. I mean, I guess we have to go through all of our options. What is... I guess, otherwise, what do we do? Nothing.
The other thing that I would recommend is seeking out artifacts to enhance yourselves. And to enhance your abilities. I would have to do some research into what would benefit each of you most. But off the top of my head, you seem to be a follower of Lady Enith.
Oh yes. Did I mention that in my in my little presentation earlier? I don't think I did, but is it that obvious?
Oh, you were going to start off again then. I'm like, oh.
Cigar mentioned you said something about it.
Oh yeah. No, yes, most certainly.
I love how the perception was that, like, Cigar must have been the one talking, but, like, the whole time.
Yeah.
And now sitting here, we're like,
I learnt it from the best.
So, from what we understand, there is a relic of Enith at her old forge.
Yes, I've heard a lot of stories about that. I have been quite interested.
Might be worth checking it out.
and where is this
Absolutely.
It is in Tukasa. Anyone can go there whenever they want. Going into the depths of it might prove a challenge, but the external stuff is easily accessible. You might have to speak with the clergy there, most of which are descendants of the good lady of industry herself. But if you explain everything, then they might be amenable to you taking on the trial to try to claim the armor for a time.
Any of you recognized, perhaps?
They will recognize the name.
A letter of recommendation.
We can get that written up. All right.
You're going to be a very hireable person when this is all over.
Expanding your resume there. Your fantasy resume.
I don't know
love
of
that.
any specifics, but on other artifacts, but there is word through the grapevine of somewhat powerful dragon that is being earmarked for a bounty.
Is this perhaps a blue one?
Yes.
Yes, we have heard of.
Now,
All these little side quests
by the time they reach a certain age, dragons often have gathered up a great number of magical items amongst their hoards, sometimes artifacts. You might be able to try your luck with that path. Might take you a couple of days, maybe a week or so out of your journey, but might be worth a shot.
I think
And even if you don't find an incredible artifact, you can still find some other magic items out of it, surely.
Well, and who wouldn't want to go and check out a dragon's treasure hoard, right? I'm sure it would help.
I can look into more stuff for you as we go along, but
that would be helpful. Thank you.
Cool. Well, this has been very informative.
Were there any other ones you had in mind for relics, or?
unfortunately, tales of relics don't really go around every day.
Oh no, fair enough. I just thought it would be
There are
convenient.
some-
3 relics for 3 people.
There are some reasonably nearby that there are rumors of, but none that I would know of necessarily being applicable to any of you. There once was a bow of great power in Erethel, but tale is that the Aarakocra who possessed it is in
People's
Tazawa.
past characters being
To
named
try to travel to Tazawa might be a bit too much of a risk with
Also,
everything
to my
else.
knowledge, he's probably dead.
He was quite
only been
young,
10
however,
years.
they don't live long.
Yeah.
But he was quite young. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he was only like 3 or 4.
So yeah, obviously the people we've
And
had
it's been 10 years.
vague drops for
Or
both
like
Eddie and
very,
Jake's
very
previous
old.
campaign
Or dead.
characters. Some of them.
Either way, it'd be
They're both very
his
pleased.
home country, so...
Yeah.
There was
there.
once a robe of a great mage here, but they disappeared from the material. Don't know where.
Were we under the impression that... Sorry, this is going off track a little bit. But were we under the impression that they died? Or...
Vanished.
Or
Just vanished.
Because I
as
thought it
far
was
as
in
we
an
can tell.
explosion, and to anyone who might have
But
saw
no
it,
remains.
I think
could
you
have
guys
just
are
been
going to do like the cliff notes of like a previous campaign and all the characters that had things in them, I think.
So,
are they our only 2 options to get the extra information?
So far,
The relic.
we can do some more research for you. There is also always the chance that the wizards of the ruins have some stuff of their own.
That would make sense.
Some of that stuff might be of more use to you if it's stuff that they have members actively using.
Yeah,
Anyone in
I like books.
the only one in Durham who would be likely to have something would be their the head of the tower here.
Oh yeah, why don't you just go and ask him then?
Not exactly something you can just ask.
But like, you guys are kind of like the head honchos here, so like, you know.
You clearly don't understand the game of politics.
I don't. I'm just a humble merchant trying to ply his wares to make an honest living. Mostly honest.
This is a good time to ask, actually. What position does the Convocation take up against the Wizards of the Ruin? Are they considered enemies? Are they considered rivals?
We consider them nothing officially. We do not take an official position. Behind closed doors, we are incredibly skeptical of them.
So if we were to say, for example, go to Karas, and perhaps in the process of acquiring what we might need might cause great harm to them, would that be considered a bad thing on us?
Not at all.
Alright. I have no problem with that. I just wanted to double check.
Good to know. Wanton violence is fine.
Now, I do have some questions. I guess we need to plan our next steps.
Of course.
The alleged artifacts, are they nearby Whereabouts is the daughter of the Wyvern queen located? Do we know? Should we go to her?
Without scrying her directly now, which may very well fail anyway. She's a strong-willed individual.
Her wisdom.
Yeah. All we know is that she tends to spend most of her time either in Corsa and Intilvan.
Okay.
Go to the south.
And any of these artifacts today? What's this up?
The Eternal Forge is as in the south. It's in Tucoxa as well.
If I was native to this country, I'm sure I would.
Of course.
Yo!
And the dragon is not far from here.
No, just a few days travel.
Okay.
I would recommend getting some help.
We have that taken.
I thought as such.
Yeah, yo. Cool dragon killing.
Is there anything more that is required from this meeting?
Not at all. Athena speaks up. If you need, I would be happy to accompany you when you go to Karas.
Okay.
Officially, it might help to have a member of the Convocation on board from a diplomatic side of things. Unofficially, I want to see how bad the necromancy situation is over there.
Bertie looks at Neumann like quite curiously, but like he's trying to not do it obviously.
Yeah,
Also-
Newman's just like almost. He looks like he's appreciating the gesture, but he's pretty bad. Not necromancy, but
Yeah.
You guys, in your interactions with Athena in the past, you've noticed she's very chipper. This seems like
Yeah. Anya has her own vested interest and reasons. And this is like, I think that having someone of your skill set would be quite useful. Yes. So, if there is no argument,
Yeah, the more the merrier, right?
I would say
Greater
this is-
odds and all that.
However, I do think that we will be convening ourselves as a group separate from this meeting, and we'll discuss this further.
of course.
I'm assuming you do not much desire to come fight the dragon with us, so
No,
we will
no.
pick you up on the way out.
Of course. All right, and so you leave the meeting with the Convocation.
Oh, thank God.
Newman says, "Buy a cigar on the way out."
What does Cigar do? Anything?
Goodbye.
Because he hasn't said anything.
Anya also like nods and waves because he's alright.
He's okay. He's alright.
He gives you a look as you're leaving that says something that like implies like a we'll talk later.
Yeah, actually, that's something I wanted to say later, and I want to talk to you before.
Well, he gifted us
Oh,
our
no.
wagon, so
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, where are we planning on going? Just straight to the wagon, perhaps? Or?
I think after we leave, Anya's like, I think that we should all talk.
Yeah,
Not here,
absolutely.
but at the wagon, I think there are some things that, as a group, we need.
Yeah, of course.
I think
Sounds like a
that,
great idea.
For in the interest of us being successful, there are maybe some things that we do.
Oh, okay.
And that's where we're gonna leave it
To
for
all
this
of you.
week.
Sorry, forgot about Tanner. To all of you.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where we're gonna leave it for this week. On that hell of a cliffhanger. 2 cliffhanger
Sorry, guys.
in a row.
It's fun when the cliffhanger is the thing that you create.
Yeah, it is. That's
All right.
awesome. Thanks
for
for
joining us,
listening, guys.
Sorry
Thank
for
you.
We love you.
See you next time.
If you happen to have a birthday today, happy birthday to you.
Why don't you buy your friend whose birthday is some Bertie's Elixir, which I haven't mentioned very much.
Thank you for
Sorry
listening.
Give
about
them the gift of Wyverns and Weirdos. Recommend it to them.
Yes.
And give us the gift of a rate on iTunes. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.